we are live. This is broadcasting right now on PFI's channel and the Hot Games channel. So we're going to be interviewing the Boostedboiz. We have Kyle on the line, and we have Brent on the line as well from PFI. Steve, how you guys doing?
Good, man. Well, I'm doing pretty good.
All right. So now the visuals that you guys are watching is you got Kyle on the left, and we got Brent on the line. So we don't have a current feed for Brent at the moment, but we got Kyle up. So you got your questions?
Yeah, I guess let's jump right into it, guys.
Well, hold on. Let's introduce them first. Because I'm from New Jersey, and I have no idea what PFI is. It's probably because I'm 1,800 miles away from you. Not for nothing. I know.
That's no excuse.
That's no excuse, right? Tell him, Brent.
I mean, there's a midpoint. It's called what's the event?
Which event?
The event in Maryland.
Oh, a World Cup Finals.
World Cup Finals. That's the midpoint. That's the only midpoint that I know of.
Midpoint. That's pretty mid, I guess. It's always a good place to meet.
It was definitely.
I wouldn't consider that mid.
So now, I've never met Brent, and I've never met Kyle. So now Kyle is the guy with the Odyssey.
Yes.
Now, I'm not talking about like the new Odyssey slammed on Boston's.
No.
With a nice lowering kit and coilovers. I'm not talking about that kind of Odyssey, right? What kind of Odyssey are we talking about, Kyle?
It's a first gen 95 Odyssey with a boosted H22 in it. Makes 700 horsepower.
And it looks like a soccer mom's van.
Yep, and it's super.
Now,
couldn't tell it from his mom.
Say that again, Brent?
I said he stole it from his mom.
Did you really? Kyle, don't lie.
She told him to go get some milk, and he came back with some turbo on it.
I bet you he probably put the slicks on before he put the turbo on.
You know he did.
See, 1,800 miles away, and I still called it. All right, so now back to Brent. Brent, you are the owner of PFI, correct? PFI Speed.
Correct.
Now you're in Colorado. Sorry to cut you off. You're in Colorado. What part of Colorado?
We're in the Fort Collins area.
Fort Collins.
So
how far from Denver? Let's use Denver as a.
I'm about 35 miles.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
It's like out of 15.
Well, the altitude's still pretty high up there, right?
Yeah, we're still mile high.
Still mile high. Wow.
But we got, our DA's always changing too, though. So, like, we got days we're 10, 12,000 feet. So we're always tuning.
Wait. So what do you mean?
He's up in the altitude, so cars.
The density altitude.
Okay. So
our air pressure in Colorado changes all the time.
So the air fuel, the air thinner.
The air's thinner. So they're making less power than we are because we're basically at sea level. We're 10 miles away from New York City at the moment.
Yeah, that's correct.
So they're basically up in the mountains. How did that affect your tune when you got down to Florida? Because I know you competed in that YouTube call out.
Wait, hold on. There was
it affected it quite a bit.
Hold on. Back up. There was a YouTube call out?
Yeah, you've been lost. You fell off the map.
Oh my God, I got to get back on. So wait, there was a YouTube call out.
There's a YouTube call out, and a ton of people, a lot of YouTubers came out. I know you guys. I saw Cletus on your guys' video, and everybody was going crazy when you beat that twin turbo vet.
Oh, is that the one with the?
Yeah, only because he's.
Is that the one with the tube chassis?
That's the one that has like the.
Yeah. No body panels.
Okay, gotcha. I think the thing about that is that everyone was so scared of that contraption, that vehicle. Yeah, hell yeah! If I was driving that thing on the street, I don't know if I feel like a drug dealer or like the I don't know what, but I would definitely be scared of it. It was boosted, right?
Yeah, I mean it makes a little over 1,000 horsepower at the moment, and
Yeah, his last dyno was 1,000 horsepower.
Oh, that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah, 1,060 or something. That was. It was just under 1,000. I think Mixed actually made more.
So how many people were involved in the actual YouTube call out?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but it was probably about like 8 or 10 people out there, other YouTubers.
Yeah, it was like 10.
Yeah, like 10 other YouTubers.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty fun event.
It was
But we were against, I mean, the van was against like Lamborghinis and against like McLaren and Cletus. And here we are in a minivan, right? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
To me, that was like the most fun car to watch because, nobody really expected you guys to come down with that. And you're racing all these badass supercars.
So the event, how was the structure of the event? Was it like a test and tune day, or did someone actually rent out the track and seriously like put this together? It was a couple
They
days.
kind of like seriously put it together. It was like a 3-day event, and the first event was the half mile. That one was a public thing, so there's a lot of other people there.
Okay.
And the next day we were at Daytona, and they closed it down for just for us. And then the third day was at Sebring, and they also closed it down just for us. So they rented the tracks for the last 2 days, and it was set up pretty legit.
Okay, not bad.
It was legit.
So obviously you guys raced your ass off. I'm sure you drove all the way down to Florida. You were gonna race. So
they broke 4th gear though the first day. It was 4th, right?
What?
Third.
We
broke 3rd gear.
Oh yeah, I broke 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. Holy shit.
The first,
third day.
Yep.
broke 4th the last day.
3rd broke in the half mile, and Cletus broke 4th, and I let him drive it on the 3rd day.
Yeah, that event was serious. I mean, there was a lot of fun just watching it. And literally, you guys had a ball just going down there. We saw Adam LZ opened up his house to you guys to be able to work on the minivan. BC, I guess, sponsored you guys for the coilovers?
Yeah, they gave us a discount on the coilovers. It wasn't full sponsorship, but they helped us. They helped us out.
Okay, and I'm sure that made a big difference because some of your other videos you were having some. It looked like the minivan was moving around in the street on stock suspension.
Yeah, the stock suspension was sketch, like really sketchy.
Some of the earlier videos,
They pull you over the 2 lanes.
Right. So, some of the earlier videos of you guys doing pulls on the highway, it looked like it was moving around quite a bit. So I'm sure that was a pretty good upgrade.
Yeah, you had to fight it hard, or else it would just fly off the road.
Was it like
The
really
torque
bad?
steer is
Oh,
crazy.
It was like, yeah, we were gonna die for sure.
Yeah, and I feel like
Sure. I think at one point we had, what did we have? 8 people in there.
Wow.
And when you get on it, like, it just dragged you into another lane. I mean, he
Yeah.
was giving everything he had to hold it still.
Sending the power everywhere.
That must have been a lot of fun, but a little sketchy at the same time.
If it ain't sketchy, it ain't fun.
That's true.
Yep.
Hey, Brent, did you think the van was going to make the power it did initially, or did you think it was going to make less or more?
No, I knew what it'd make. Kyle just never let me turn them up, and that one he let me turn up.
Hey, I told you could turn it up, but you know it's not a fuel.
Yeah.
I don't
Like,
think you
he'll
keep
let
pushing it.
he'll let me stretch the fuel system out as far as we can go for sure. As for what it's got.
Right.
And what fuel did you guys use?
So but we're on winter blend, so it was an E70 blend. So that's why we ended up bringing our own fuel with us, so we didn't mess the tune up too bad.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that trip must have been a long trip, all the way from Colorado to Florida.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't bad for me.
Yeah, Brent got to fly.
Oh no way.
Yeah, he flew out there like a day. What? Like a day after. Oh man, that must have been a fun road trip, though.
All right, so let's get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more technical with the questions. Now, Brent, don't forget that we're from Jersey. Sea level's different. The culture's a lot different. And we also have a lot of setbacks here in regards to weather. almost half the time I feel like it's frozen. What's that?
They're up in the mountains. They probably how much snow do you guys get?
Yeah, we deal with the same thing, brother.
Oh, that's right, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in the same neck of the woods, but unlike you, we can't just load up and drive to Florida.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. How long was the commute to Florida?
It was 28 hours.
Oof.
For us.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Would you guys think about racing? I'm sure by now you guys know Englishtown shut down. That was probably like one of the closest tracks that we had to.
Yeah.
And now a lot of the events like Mountain Day, etc., are all going to be down in Maryland. Have you guys considered racing any of those events?
Oh yeah, Honda Day is on our mind for sure.
Okay.
That's you know what I mean? That's where it's at.
Yeah, we don't try to hit up a whole bunch of events. We just got to get the cars ready for them. We need to invest in a trucking trailer, for sure.
We're definitely going to put a hitch on the van, though, right? That's still our plan.
Yeah, we got to do that, too.
We saw the soccer.
A hitch on the minivan.
There you go. You have enough power.
Right?
Definitely have enough power.
I got a question.
Looks like we have a question from a subscriber. What's the guy? Sorry, I can't.
His name is Ram Daftar, and he's asking, how can I get the most out of Jackson Racing Supercharger D16?
D16?
D16.
Yeah.
Hey, and don't knock on our single cam guys because you got two single cam motors right in front of you.
Kyle has that single cam wagon.
I get a single cam too.
You got to understand. We pretty much respect all platforms. Like I don't care, man. We're all building stuff we love. It's not for everybody else. It's for us, right? Like who cares?
Right.
Leave the ego at home. Like I'm doing my thing. Do yours.
Right,
but
just having fun.
when it comes to the Jackson Racing Supercharger, when you go to the Jackson Racing Supercharger, man, get the rotors Teflon coated so you can turn it. Because I mean, you obviously need to make more boost, so you got to turn it hard. You're not going to find replacement pulleys anymore, so you're going to want to find a machinist or somebody that can knock you down to a smaller pulley. I'd have to measure, which style is on it because it's been so dang long. But it also, an easy deal would be to put the newer C-Series crank pulley on there. It's a little bit bigger, so it'll spin it a little faster. And then just a bigger throttle body and a good cam, and you should be able to go 300 horse with a Jackson Racing Supercharger. And then put some nitrous or some water meth behind that.
Definitely
and
fun.
I think run out. It'd run out for sure.
All right, so we have someone else just jumped on the chat and said, "Will PFI tune Volkswagens?" I have a buddy in Denver right now that needs HID MK4 tuned. Have you opened up? Are you opened up, or is it strictly Honda, or what's your expertise?
So I'm not strictly Honda. Pretty much any system, I mean, I can get in and figure it out. I mean, I've been tuning since 97. We started with Excel DFI. So I'm self-taught, but I've brought it all up, from back in the day, and we've built some really, really fast stuff. And, I'm sure if a client showed up with the system where I can just jump in it, I can tune it. That's for sure. We do tune, about every type of import car there is, domestic stuff. And I guess, we're always tuning. Volkswagens and Audis, though, they definitely got their quirks to them for tuning solutions. So you just got to keep that in mind, I guess, and work with me.
Nice, definitely. That's always good to know because I guess a lot of people sometimes struggle. We're kind of blessed at least in the Northeast, we have so many tuners, but I know across the country, certain states, they just don't have, a lot of tuners. So I guess it's really good for you guys to have such a wide range of cars you're able to not only tune, but modify. We had
Oh, yeah. I mean, you think about them, they're all the same, right? I mean, we're just trying to put air in and air out. The motor's basically the same. It doesn't matter, everything else. Everything's got its strengths or whatever, but car's a car. If we got fuel injection and turbocharger on it, then kind of the basics. So you just got to know what the guy in the background programmed everything too, so you know you can just manipulate what he's already written. You know.
All right. You got another guy in the chat says, Brent, have you tuned with the decapped LS style truck injectors? I sent some over to Boostedboiz for you guys to try out. Fellow tuner here. That's Hunter tuned. Does that sound familiar?
Hunter tuned. No, it doesn't. I mean, I would try them if I got some good dead times for them and stuff. I mean, I'd totally try some injectors. I'm always open to finding anything that's maybe a little bit better.
Yeah,
how injectors are nowadays, you know.
Jeremy's.
Oh.
Yeah.
So maybe those are what.
Kind of a Tahoe or something.
Yeah. When you decap them, they turn around 55, 60 psi of fuel pressure. I believe they get turned into like 70 or 80 pound injectors. The only thing is
But what's the spray pattern like? You know, when you decap them like that, it's like a K series injector. You decap it, you can make it a 550, right?
Right.
But the thing's just peeing in the hole. You know what good is that? And then all of a sudden you're wondering why you're getting misfires. I just spend the money and get good injectors with a good spray pattern. You won't have any problems. Right. I mean, it's not that big a deal to, you know, that's the one people kind of get cheap on their tuning system and on their injectors. Well, that's the stuff that makes your stuff live, right? So let's not cheap out there.
That's true.
Throw an eBay turbo kit on it instead.
Let's not get started on the eBay turbo kits, all right? You do some damage with them.
Man, they work.
Yeah, they definitely.
Hey, I've seen. Kyle made me a believer, right?
You know what? I gotta quote you, Brent. If I remember right, you said that GTX 3582 is as good or better than 6262.
Yep, I'll put my money on it. The video's gonna go up soon, so.
What do you think that turbo maxed out at? Just curious. I know you guys made 700 on the van with that turbo.
Okay, the max you can do with putting the biggest AR on the backside is around 800 wheel. I mean, you're done. You're out of air.
That's not bad.
And you can start putting more boost. You can start putting more boost to it, but you're going to create heat, and then you're just, you know what I mean? You're going the wrong direction anyway, so it doesn't matter. So.
Right. I mean, that's not bad for a $500 turbo.
No, they're legit.
Yeah.
They got the Brent seal of approval.
Hey, Brent, for people that don't know, how long has PFI been around, and what did you do before PFI?
That's a good question.
This is my 22nd year in business.
Wow.
Yeah, because I heard 97.
Before.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And I started it because I got my wife pregnant, so I was like scrambling for money. And before that, I helped a buddy of mine. We started Honda Dismantlers. We're in high school. I graduated in '94. We started the business in '93. It was his business, not mine, but you know, I was going up with him, you know, and I didn't see where it was ever going to be like my business. And I'm kind of an independent guy, and I like to work hard, and I just like my thing. But I loved, you know, stripping cars out. I learned to love Hondas a lot, and learned all the interchanges and a bunch of stuff. And guys were asking me to do things for them, you know, on the side. And it turned into so I'm just going to put it out there. Everyone can finally know what PFI stands for. It stands for Part Finders International. Because what I did was I left Scott and I started a business where I was buying and selling used auto parts. I would locate parts and just be the middleman, you know. I was basically my own junkyard from my trailer house. So it started like that, and like I said, guys were still wanting me to hook their cars up, and I had a little turbo CRX I had done back in '94. It's in Corky Bell's book called Turbocharging. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. You'll see a picture of my car back then. Okay. But so guys were wanting stuff, so we shortened it to PFI, and that's kind of stuck, and here we are. 22 years later, still rocking it.
Nice. That's definitely been a good run.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of questions coming in. Somebody just asked if Kyle's going to Nationwide tonight.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Depends if I get my roll cage done.
Oh, nice. So, hey, Kyle, some Kimberly Rays is sending you a bunch of kisses. Oh,
What?
there it is.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It looks like there's some girls out there checking out Kyle. Hey, Kyle, where?
I'm gonna have to meet her mother first.
We're trying to get some free rides in my van.
Oh man. Hey, Kyle.
Kimberly, I'll need to talk to your mother.
Oh.
They only like me for my minivan.
That's funny. Hey, Kyle, where did the name Boostedboiz come from?
Honestly, like, we came up with it a while back because I started the channel, like, me and my friend started it a while back. And there was this local car scene, like, where we lived, and they were called Boostedboiz as well, but they, like, spelled it differently.
Okay.
And I never really knew what happened to them, but I remember that name. And I was just like, that's kind of a cool name, and I just made it the channel name. And, like, really early on, I planned on changing it, but the name just kind of stuck, and I just kept rolling with it, honestly. We just kind of made it out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean,
we just had some.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot better. It's a lot better name than High Bob Cheese.
Yeah.
For any of you guys that don't know what High Bob
I
Cheese
just had
is,
to
that's
sign into my High Bob
channel.
Cheese email for this Skype chat.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hang on the line for a second. I'm gonna add another caller to the line.
We're gonna take a live call right now.
Okay, area code 859. You're live. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, my name is Matt. I'm calling from Kentucky. I just had a quick question, something that's been I've been wanting to ask Kyle for a while. What have you guys been doing about your sleeves on the H22 to get them to hold together? And also, have you ever considered doing a D23 Frankenstein build?
So for the H's in my hatch, it's just a stock H22A, which is the JDM closed deck, and I believe the A1 is closed deck as well. And I just run them all with pistons that fit those factory sleeves, and since they have the closed deck, they can just hold the power. And the minivan is the same deal. So all we did for that is we just got some steel sleeves machined in there, but it's still like the factory closed deck. But we just put the steel sleeves in there so we can run different pistons, some stronger pistons. But those closed deck blocks just hold the power just stock because they have that extra support from factory. And did you say a D23?
No, a D23 where they do the F-Series block with the H head.
Kyle didn't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Is that too old school?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna hold you guys up for a second. There's a lot of people that are lost that have either signed on just now or came in late on the conversation. We have Brent from PFI Speed on the line. He's a tuner out in Colorado, and we have Kyle.
He's a badass tuner.
He's a badass tuner. Yeah, I gotta.
We gotta get that in there.
And we have Kyle, who is in the actual visual box right now. He's the owner of the he's a part of Boostedboiz, and he's the owner of the Honda Odyssey with the H22 turbo that's pushing that has bragging rights for 700 horsepower. So for anyone who just joined right now, because I see there's a lot of questions coming in, that's his current situation. We have a live caller on the line now. Go ahead, guys, continue.
So the G setup, they were asking you about Kyle. Is any F-Series fuel cam blocks, so F22, F23, with the H22 head on it? One of the advantages is if you have like a F23 block, you can do 86 millimeter from the factory, the 86 millimeter bore and a 97 millimeter crank. So you're able to get 2.3 liters fairly cheap. Cast iron, not cast iron, they're steel sleeves, where you don't have that fiber reinforced out of the H22.
That's why I was asking about that.
Yeah, and you can use the K20 pistons in that motor. And
Yep.
the really good thing about the F23 block that a lot of guys that block is badass. That's where they came up with the girdle system for the K20, right? So they built a huge girdle on that thing. So that a G23 it can make just a ton of power, right? I mean, it's a badass motor.
Well, I'll let you guys go. I just wanted to throw that topic out there and pick your brain a little bit. Maybe give Kyle a little bit of inspiration. Maybe go old school route.
Very cool.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for taking my call.
Take care. Steve, got talking to the mic.
My mic volume might not be turned up enough.
Pull the pop screen off.
There we go. That's probably better.
All right, so next question. Let's keep it going. There's hella love coming in on the chat. I don't know if you guys are aware. We're having a little bit of mic trouble, so we got to talk into the mic. So I apologize for that. Brent, next time you're in Seattle, beers on me from Brian Adams.
Nice.
Thanks,
Brian.
What else we got? The remedial questions I'm going to kind of hold back, guys. That's a good question for Honda Tech.
Actually, I have a question. Hey, Brent, let's talk about Bully. What's not a lot of people know about that car, and it's just a badass car. Can you
is that
a little bit of a build breakdown?
Is that the green one with the long nose?
Yeah.
So what's the name?
Bully. Right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, it's called. Yeah, that's my bully. Yeah, she's a bully. She's a mean bitch. I'll be honest with you. Every time I talk about the car, it costs me $1,000. So.
Oh yeah.
So take that in mind every time you talk about it. That's just how that car works. It's expensive.
Oh really?
But yeah, the car's completely done. I mean, it's been done. I need to work on the tune-up. I've got some badass nitrous ideas, and I've got I'm working on the torque converter deal, but it should come out this summer. I toyed with the fact of putting a J series in it over the winter, just because fighting the torque converter with an F20C is like, it's been an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. Figure out something to do with it.
How much power is that thing currently making?
Cars. It's made 1100.
1100 out of what is it, F20 or F22?
It's an F20C, yeah.
Wow, out of S2000. And
it's on the Holly Dominator.
Okay. That's a little bit different.
Turbo. Yeah. Oh, that Holly system, man. It's so underrated. You'll see. I'm going to try to put it on one of Kyle's cars. I'm hoping to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Next question.
Hey, Kyle,
it's got a power. So the green car's got a power glide too. I don't know if you knew that or whatever, but that's the transmission that's in it to a Corvette rear end. And then it's on 31 by 1250 tires.
Wow, that's some big tires. Have you been able to make a pass with that yet?
I kind of like the rat rod look. So, what's that?
Have you been able to make a pass in it yet, or no?
I've made a ton of test hits, honestly, but nothing real crazy yet. I just need more time tuning on it. But well, I work a lot. I'm always at the shop and always tuning on other people's cars. So
right. You just don't have enough time for yours.
Yeah.
I guess that's how it goes sometimes when you're the shop owner.
Yeah, that's all right. We're having a good time, man.
Yeah, you guys always look like you're having a blast on all the videos. So, I mean, that's always definitely makes it more enjoyable.
Oh, man, it's just the raddest group of guys. And when you got that positive vibe and everybody's just out just to see each other succeed, there ain't nothing better, man.
Oh, that's definitely true. And, I mean, this past year we saw you guys, for Kyle was struggling a little bit with the transmissions. And Odyssey, you broke 2 gears. You had another trans issue in the Civic. What are you doing to try to keep them together? Is there anything you're going to try different this time around, or?
Well, I have a new transmission on the way for my hatch, and then the one that's in my Civic currently is going to go into the van, and that one's nothing crazy. It's just stock with the factory LSD, so at least the van will get the LSD out of that.
Right.
But I am putting some money into a transmission for the hatch that I should actually be seeing, here hopefully in like the next week or something. It's already on its way.
Oh, nice.
We got to give the shout out. You guys remember Roger from the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Blue Prelude.
Yep. That was like a 950 car, I believe.
What? 930. I thought, it was 930 or whatever at World Cup, I believe. But he totally got us hooked up with a tranny.
Oh, nice.
He's our savior. Yeah. Way rad.
Are you going to turn the
Yeah,
Civic
I'm
up
getting
some
a
more?
transition out of that crazy. What was that?
Are you going to? Do you plan to turn the Civic up more?
Yeah, just a little bit more. Probably upgrade the fuel and like try to make like 800 out of it.
Nice. That's definitely going to be
And
fun.
then see what she does.
We saw the roll cage go in, so we kind of really expecting you're going to be trying to push see how far you could get into the nines.
Yeah, I just want to try to get into the
Take
nines.
caller.
Even if it's high nines, I'd be happy with that.
Okay.
That's like my goal for this year.
We're gonna take another caller right now.
Okay, caller from area code, what is it, 615. You're on the air. You can talk. Go ahead.
What is up, man? This is crazy. So my name's Dylan, and I'm from Tennessee. So I this is actually a little bit unreal because I'm watching you guys on the screen right now. But yeah, so I don't really have any questions, honestly. But it's just one. I
Thanks for the love,
my
man.
heart's beating real fast. But yeah, I would have to just say, man, it's just really cool to know that people are actually doing it real, and you guys just do some really quality good stuff, man, on YouTube. And my goal one day is to actually go all the way out to Colorado and get my cartoon, and that'd be freaking sweet. So that's kind of the goal.
Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna cut you off. Yeah. Can't he tune what's her name?
Yeah, you could do a remote tune. Actually, this Brett dropped a video today, and he remote tuned Lola Racing out of
UK.
No, Holland.
Oh, Holland. Netherlands. There you go.
Netherlands, yeah.
So that's always a possibility. So if you have the car ready to go and you have the proper ECU and proper tools, right?
Mm-hmm. And a dyno.
And a dyno, yeah. You gotta get a dyno with someone cool enough to let you use the dyno to let someone else remote tune it. But it's definitely a possibility. Don't cut yourself short thinking that you have to get all the way to Colorado, because that's not true. Nowadays, you could take advantage of. There's so many ways of getting things done now.
Oh yeah, the thing is about Tennessee is there's not the car scene's kind of wishy-washy.
You there, buddy?
I think we might have lost him.
I thought my phone just shut off. Man.
His phone might have died.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. You good?
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
So
yeah,
wishy-washy.
The closest place is this guy does pretty good work. His name's Jason Waters in Atlanta. But I just would think, it'd be an adventure to just travel all the way out to Colorado. I've never been that far north, and then just be able to meet Brent. That'd be worth it to me. And just to be able to be at the shop, I could just because I have a shop too. I don't do any crazy stuff like you guys do, but it's just that's been one of my goals. And I just love to be able to get my cartoon by the world famous Brent. You know what I mean?
There you go. So I think he's actually further than we are, because to get to Tennessee, he's at least 800, 600 miles away from us. Just about.
Yeah, I've actually looked it up. It's 1,300 miles from
wow.
Nashville, Tennessee, to your shop.
That's
I'm doing a Hayabusa right now, turbo Hayabusa on Holly fuel injection for a buddy of mine, Corey, in Nashville, Tennessee. So I will be delivering it. So stay in touch, brother.
Yeah,
right.
dude, definitely.
Sounds good. We're gonna get to the next caller because the phone lines are kind of flooded. Let's get to the next caller.
Oh yeah, man, no problem.
Thanks for calling.
It was good talking to you guys, man. Yeah, dude, no problem. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take the next caller, area code 402. You're on the line. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name's Chance. I'm from Nebraska.
Chance, what's going on? So how you digging the HgameLive podcast?
Not ready.
I really like it. Big fan of Kyle.
Big fan of Kyle. All right.
We are too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys still there?
What was that?
Yeah. Holy shit. I don't hear nothing anymore.
Kyle, you there?
I had a question.
Go ahead. What's your question?
big turbo, built engine.
Who's the question for?
Hold on a minute. I think Kyle's phone might have
Kyle
died.
hear us?
We see the.
Oh, man.
But to answer your question, he's looking to just kind of keep it around 350 horse, so he's doing rods, pistons, and a set of cams.
Hold on one
What's his
second.
number?
So he is gonna
Hit
do
him
a
on the
build.
chat.
Okay, hold on. I'll take care of it. Go, keep going.
Yeah, but the same size turbo.
There we go. He's calling in with another number.
All right.
All right, if you're just tuning in, we have Boostedboiz and PFI speed. Kyle right now is having some mic issues. Give us a minute while we sort that out.
I think his phone just died
I think his phone died too.
because we can see him on the video, but we can't get him on the line.
He did tell us his phone was kind of low to begin with. You know what? While he figures that
Tell me,
out,
you use the shop phone.
yeah, right?
Shop.
Tell him to use the shop phone. Hey, Brian, while Kyle gets the phone situated, let me ask you something. What 22 years later, do you still get nervous tuning cars?
No, not at all.
I need his contact.
You can pretty much feel what they're gonna, right away. You just kind of know if they're gonna work or if there's gonna be an issue. I mean,
What would you say is the most
pretty straightforward.
Right. What would you say is the most challenging part about tuning a car?
Kyle, you back on?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
The most challenging things is just probably, chasing electrical problems. Hey, there he is. Hey, Kyle.
He's back on. All right.
Telling the world how much we missed you.
I think we still have that the one caller in. Brad, I didn't want to cut you off. You're saying the most difficult part of tuning a car is.
Oh man, just like it's mainly chasing issues with the car. Someone's electrical system or when I say put good injectors in it, most of the time I'm chasing injector problems because injector data is just terrible for some cheap injectors. So
right.
Other than that, I mean, it's tuning cars pretty straightforward. If they're in, they're out, get the fuel and timing right, make power, send it packing.
Nice.
Um,
Hold on, we still have that one caller on the line. He had a question for Kyle.
Go ahead. He's there. He's on the line.
Hey, caller, I forgot your name. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's all right.
All right, what's your name again? And tell us, you had a question for Kyle?
My name's Chance, and I was wondering if Kyle was going to do a full build on the SR20, like bigger turbo.
Yeah, I know he's going to keep the same size turbo.
Yeah, we're going to keep the same size turbo for right now, but I am doing the H-beam rods, and I am going to get aftermarket pistons for it. For now, maybe later on down the line, we'll put a bigger turbo on it. That's why I put some beefier internals in it, just in case I do want to turn it up later. But for right now, we're just going to leave it right where it's at, just so we can mess around with it. And the tune's already set for the power it's at, so I don't want to have to deal with getting it tuned and everything. But maybe in the future we might. Anywhere from 350. Supposedly made 280 on the dyno where it came from in Florida. So we'll see. We'll throw it on the dyno when we get it back together and see what she makes. But should be mid 300s, maybe high 300s.
All right, great.
Yeah. We have a lot of tracks around here, and there's a lot of drift events they have going on. So I kind of want to get into that a little bit because it looks like a lot of fun. But
yeah,
I will always stick with tag racing as well.
Yeah, that'll be some fun videos to watch, the drifting.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be pretty fun. We might have to throw a little cage in that thing as well.
All right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the pistons should be on the way. I'm working on it right now, actually. I'm sitting over at the office at PFI, and I have maybe an hour left on that roll cage, and it should be ready to go.
Nice. That's definitely great.
Pretty exciting.
All right, caller. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna get to the next one.
Hey, Kyle. I don't know if you ever plan on turning it up more than like mid 600s, but I'm not sure if you're aware with the SR20 that you have the weaker style mains. And the way you're able to tell is there's a center
Yeah,
hole.
we're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me now? Kyle?
Yeah.
All right. Is that better or no?
A little bit. Kind of quiet.
All right. I was saying, I don't know if you plan on turning up the SR20 more than, say, 650 horse later down the road, but you have actually the weaker mains that the SR20s come with. And the way you're able to tell is the center of the main cap is drilled and tapped. And once you start making, like, right around mid-600s, you actually will end up cracking a main cap and spinning a main bearing. It's just something for you to think about.
Yeah, that's pretty useful information. How much will they hold, though? Will they safely hold, like, just under 6? Like 500s?
So I have a lot of Nissan friends, and what I've always told is once you start pushing, like, into the mid-600 range is when you have issues, or revving it way, above 9,000. But, below that, they seem to hold up pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I'd have to push it, like, much over 500 later on.
Right. So, yeah, you should be fine.
Right.
All right, let's get the next caller on the line.
You'll never need more than that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think
caller area code 920. You're live. If you could please turn off the show in the background.
Hey, sorry.
That's all right.
My name is Hunter. I'm from Wisconsin. Big fan of the Boostedboiz and Brent at PFI. Kind of a big influence on me, I suppose. I've been tuning cars for like 5 years or so, and I just kind of wanted to thank Brent for all the videos and Boostedboiz for all the videos. You guys are awesome.
Right on, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, no problem. I was curious if Kyle was ever going to build a rear-wheel drive in the future, like a V8 or anything.
Kyle, did you get that?
Can you say that again? The phone's just breaking up like crazy.
Sorry, yeah. I was curious if Kyle was ever going to build anything rear-wheel drive, like a V8 drag car. I know you got the 240, but I was curious if you're going to build like
and the MR2 as well,
car.
but
right, like a V8 is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe sometime in the future, like what Hayden has going on with his Odyssey 7, like now that's pretty sick, and they can make a lot of power stock. There's actually a chance. My dad might give me his it's like just a 2000 Silverado, and it's just rear wheel drive, Vortec engine, whatever. And I was thinking about maybe building that thing, just do a big single turbo, and do something like that. But for the most part, I didn't really plan on ever doing like a V8 build.
Sure.
So I kind of like sticking to the impulse. Maybe something like a super inline 6 later on, but I kind of like the 4 cylinders. They're just fun and cheap.
Right. Yeah, I've always been steered back to Hondas myself, but I got into the LS world and noticed that it is cheaper than Hondas, and you can make pretty much the same power, if not more, and actually utilize it. You know what I mean? Because rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, and I know they're pretty cheap as well, but
yeah, I go 10-0 in my Fox body with a LS.
Yeah. I feel like we're just so known for the Honda stuff now that I almost kind of got to stick to it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hondas are my over.
All right, great.
So,
hey, Hunter,
maybe I'll have a secret project going on later, but
yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, great.
Yeah, I was curious, but yeah, man, keep up the good work. You guys want to use them injectors, or if Brent needs injector dead times or anything like that? I mean, I got all that stuff for you guys. If you want to use them,
right on.
I'd love to be a part of it.
Very cool. Are you the one that sent the injectors for Jeremy's car?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Way rad.
Nice.
Sweet. Yep,
yeah.
There it is. Yeah, we still got them.
Thanks again, Brent.
Yeah, we never ordered injectors, so.
Yeah.
And
I just want to thank Brent too for all the positive, mental stuff all over too. That definitely helps people out like me. with
right on, man. Just
dealing with
have a
passion
for
all the time, and yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Brent has the most positive posts on Facebook.
Your client. Well, your clients are just, they're building something they love, so.
Yep, for sure, man.
Got to do. Yeah. Rad. Very cool.
Nice.
Cool.
All right.
Well, I'll let you guys go. Keep up the good work. I love these live streams too, by the way. They're awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, so now we got another caller coming in. This is actually from our side. It's 347. Let's get him in.
347 New York caller. What's your name? What's your question?
Well, my name is Nelson. I just wanted to, congratulate Brent and ask a question to Kyle about, K-swapping the SR, the Nissan.
Oh yeah,
Man.
K-swap to 240.
I know. I'm getting a lot of this. I believe.
Would that even be an option? Would that be something that you think about?
Yeah, I'd think about it, honestly. I don't know if you're aware. I forgot the channel name, but someone else is actually doing it right now.
Speed Academy.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
I forgot the name of the channel.
Speed Academy is currently doing
Speed
one.
Academy?
Yeah,
I put an
Speed Academy.
I did an F20C in one probably 8 or 9 years ago, and that car was a blast. So much fun.
Did you just make the mounts for it yourself?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Yeah. So we made the mounts, and then with the 6-speed, and then when you get that SR20 out, the weight difference between the F20C and the SR20 are like, holy crap, So, I mean, the car was light, nimble, and you could just get crazy steering angle on it and just slide. That car was a blast.
That sounds like some fun.
Yeah,
it's definitely like an option in the future.
9,000 RPM.
But for now, I want to keep the SR in it since we already have it and everything. I didn't plan on putting too much money into the S14 just for now.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
We'll see. Maybe later on.
All right, great. Hey, Nelson, thanks for calling in. We're going to go on to the next caller.
Caller 818 area code. You're live. What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, my name is Ofue. I'm calling from LA. I have a question for Brent.
Sure, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a 98 Civic with a blown G series, and I was thinking about swapping the motor into a K series since they're pretty easy to get around here.
Yeah.
What are your suggestions, or maybe an H series since I see Kyle is doing pretty good with that too.
I think the question here is, what's your budget? Once we get your budget, I think they could pinpoint the best swap based on their experience.
Well, it's not that low. It's my first Honda build actually, so I was thinking probably around $5,000 to start with,
Oh yeah, just throw K in it then and have a blast. If that's what you love, man.
Keep it simple.
The K's are bad.
What kind of power range do you think I could reach with a K series with like a pistons, rods, and I gotta see just spring and containers.
800.
Yeah, if you boosted, you can kind of do whatever you want. A bone stock motor or engine, 450 is not even that big a deal anymore. So.
Yeah, no, we get K20. Brent just made 700 on that one green one that was doing stuff.
So you think the block the stock C's will hold up and everything?
Oh yeah, they'll hold up.
Would you think? What about pore size? Do you think it would be stock size too, or go bigger or smaller? Bigger.
Either way, if you're gonna build the motor, you might as well go 87 and make it that much bigger and have a blast. If you're doing the 20, or you get a 24 with a 20 head, then it's just best of both worlds.
So you think like a 20 block with a 24 head?
24 block with a 20 head.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
There you go.
Well, that was pretty much it. I was just curious about it. Cars that ain't around. I had somebody say that, and I was thinking I should get on it.
Yeah, you'd love it, man. That car'd be a blast.
All right, well, I'll see how it goes then. Thank you.
Thanks
right
for
on, brother.
I know it's starting to get a little bit late. been on for almost an hour. We'll probably take another call or two, and we'll wrap it up there.
Yeah, let's.
I know Kyle wants to get back and finish that roll cage.
Yeah.
So let's take another caller.
Let's no. That's it. We're good.
You want no more calls?
We're good on callers.
Do you guys have anything you want to say? Any shout outs to anybody? Anything any events that you're coming up that you want to race at?
Yeah, because from what you guys are saying, I'm under the understanding that there's a lot of help behind you. There's a lot of handshakes and sponsorships,
there's a lot of love behind them right
yeah.
now. It's all that positive feeling, motivation they have going.
Yeah. Yeah, we all work for a living, that's for sure.
Yes.
And we're just trying to push the scene and put out a positive, good vibe where everybody's just jazzed up and we're all going to build some cars. We're all going to end up meeting someday and we're all going to have some fun and racing. And have a lot of fun.
Definitely. Hey, Kyle, what's your camera guy's name? I forgot. I know the guy's been shooting with you recently.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, we gotta give Jeremy a big shout out because I know he's been helping you out. He's filming it while you've been working on the cars. So big shout out to Jeremy.
Yep.
Guys, we really appreciate you getting on the.
Do something. Sometimes Emilio grabs the camera. He's anything next to you.
Oh yeah, put him online. Where is he? He's hiding in the background.
Yeah, he's hiding. He's right there.
There he is.
Oh, there we go. He popped out. All right, what's going on, Jeremy?
No. This is Emilio.
Oh, that's Emilio. There you go.
Emilio! Everybody, hold on. Everybody's got to say it just like this. This is how you say his name. Emilio! That's how you got to say it.
All right, great.
All right, sounds good. We got a ton of questions that we're not going to be able to get to. Hopefully we could go round two, and we can perfect the show a little bit more, guys. This is one of our first live shows coming back from an a longer than expected off season. So we're a little rusty with the audio, but we got a nice little game plan with the streaming. So hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Looks like we're gonna by popular demand we're gonna have to do another show. Hopefully this time a little bit better synced microphones or whatnot, but we'll get to it. For the record, whoever's joined late, we have Kyle in the visual box. He's the owner of the 700 horsepower H22 boosted Odyssey. And then we have on the line Brent, the owner of PFI Speed. So I want to thank you guys for allowing us to interview all aspects of your lifestyle, never mind your work. I appreciate your patience getting through this first show back. Like I said, we're a little rusty, but I think we pulled it off. And let's catch up soon, and let's do this again. Again, my name is Anthony, and this is Steve from the Honda Game. And we're streaming live from HgameLive. That stands for Honda Game Live. YouTube.com/HgameLive. You can catch us. I don't know. Are we going to do this every other week or it's undecided yet?
No, I think it's undecided yet. I know the fans they had a ton of questions that we didn't get to. But, big shout out to PFI Speed. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to Boostedboiz channel. You guys are always putting out new videos all the time.
Yeah, you guys are missing out. If you don't know Boostedboiz, you guys are missing out because I sit at work. I sit at work and I'm jealous because I just want to hang out with you guys. No, straight up.
Right on, man. We want to hang out with you too.
Well, let me get my car together first, and let me get it running first, and so I can act like I'm cool first.
All right, guys.
You ain't
really
gotta be
appreciate
cool.
it.
You're already cool.
Cool.
Right on.
All right, guys, let's kill the stream, and we'll link up, and maybe we'll do this again. You got a lot of love on the chat.
Right on.
You got a lot of love in the chat, and round two will be a little bit better, a little bit more perfected, and hopefully we'll entertain the fans a little bit more.
Right on.
All right, guys, take care. Have a good night.
Thanks.
All right, you too.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, guys.
All righty.